and welcome to Video Game Takeout. This week is our Christmas show, so we'll be looking at two Christmas-themed games. First, we're going to take a look at The Grinch for the Game Boy Color, followed by Elf Bowling for the Game Boy Advance. So let's get to it. The Grinch is a Game Boy Color game that came out around the same time as the live-action movie, but it doesn't seem to be based on the movie, which is probably a good thing. The game centers around you being the Grinch and trying to steal all the Christmas presents from the town. You'd expect this to be a movie cash-in, side-scrolling platformer, but the Grinch is surprisingly different. The gameplay is sort of a mix between Pac-Man and Metal Gear. I know it sounds weird, but bear with me. You control the Grinch in a similar fashion to Pac-Man, except unlike in Pac-Man, you have to press the direction you want to go, rather than just moving all the time. This makes it so you can stop moving at any time, which is an important part of the game. The basic gameplay involves you running through maze-like towns and collecting presents, but instead of the ghosts from Pac-Man, you're avoiding townspeople. This is where the game becomes more like Metal Gear. If the townspeople spot you, they chase after you, kinda like being spotted in Metal Gear. To avoid this, you need to be as stealthy as possible. Just like in Metal Gear, you have to watch people's movements and find the best way to sneak up behind them. Once you're behind them, you can take them out with, well, it's kinda hard to say. It looks like a straw blowing bubbles. Whatever it is, you can stun the townspeople with it in order to steal their presents. So you run around taking out townspeople and trying to collect all the presents. Once you've collected all of them, you get to move on to the next stage. Some of the stages are pretty big though, and the game gets hard pretty quickly. If you're like me and not very good at stealth games, then this is probably not a game you'll enjoy. But if you like sneaking around and crawling on the ground and waiting for the perfect moment to take out your opponent, then this is a game that may surprise you. The Grinch license is not really the strongest license out there, but this game really could have been licensed as any number of things since it doesn't have much to do with the Grinch at all. Which, when you think about it, is probably the reason it manages to be as fun as it is. Sure, it's not a perfect game, but it's surprisingly good compared to what I expected from a licensed Grinch game. If you're looking for something to play over the holidays, the Grinch is a decent choice. It's not going to blow your mind, but it might give you some fun for a few hours. The second game on our holiday list is Elf Bowling. When I first heard the name of this game, I figured it was going to be some lame bowling game with a Christmas theme and elves bowling. Well, I was kinda right and kinda wrong. It's a pretty poor bowling game with limited depth and strategy, but you don't bowl as elves, instead you bowl as Santa and the elves are the pins. This game is kinda hard to describe. Imagine if Spencer's Gifts sold video games. That's what this game is like. It's not really a great game, but it's kind of fun. Basically, it's just like any other bowling game, except that the pins are elves, and they taunt you and say all kinds of crude things at you. As Santa, you throw the ball at them and kill them, and then a big squeegee wipes their bodies off into a cave. Some of this stuff is pretty funny. It's mostly fart jokes and elves slapping their ass at you, but it's good for a few quick laughs. Here are a couple of quick examples of what the elves do when you're trying to hit them.
Hey, Elliot, park it.
The package also includes the second Elf Bowling game, but it's more like Elf Shuffleboard than anything, and it didn't seem to be nearly as interesting. It's still got all the same type of jokes and stuff, but you're just sliding the elves down the runway instead of killing them. Plus, the jokes weren't quite as funny. I guess I can't really complain about getting a second game, but it really doesn't add much to the overall package. If you're picking this game up because you want a deep bowling simulator with elves in it, well, first off, what's wrong with you? But second, this isn't that game. The game is a simple bowling title with an emphasis on humor rather than gameplay. I would say this game is a great gag gift for the gamer in your household, and that's all it was ever really meant to be. That wraps it up for this week's show. It was kind of a short episode, but if you head over to videogametakeout.com, you'll find a special holiday present in the form of a new show called Double Jump. You may feel free to re-gift it as many times as you like. As always, you can contact me through email at videogametakeout@gmail.com or on the forums provided by the fine folks over at RetroWare TV. I'm probably going to take a week off for the holidays, but I haven't decided yet. You can check back on the site for updates on when the next episode will be out if you're interested. So until next time, I'm Ben, have a happy and safe holiday, and I'll see you in a week or two.